Dear students, today we are going to learn active and passive voice in English. Do you know where to use active voice and where to use passive voice? If your answer is no, you must watch this video very carefully. In this short lecture, you will learn changing voice of assertive, imperative, and interrogative sentences. There is also an exercise for you. At the end of the video, check your answers with the help of given answer key. Let's begin the lesson. Active verb and passive verb. Compare the given sentences. I teach English grammar. Now in this example, teach is an active verb. If the subject of a sentence is doing the action, the verb is active. English grammar is taught by me. Now in this example, is taught is a passive verb. If the subject of a sentence is not doing the action, the verb is passive. In passive voice, always passive verb is used. Identifying passive voice. In every passive voice sentence, there is a form of to be and past participle. I think you know there are 8 forms of to be. They are be, am, is, are, being, was, were, and been. In every passive voice sentence, there should be any one form of to be out of these 8, and there should be past participle. Intransitive and transitive verb. See the given examples. I am a teacher. In this example, am is an intransitive verb because here a teacher is not an object. If the verb is intransitive, we cannot change the sentence into passive voice. Now see the another example. The boy kicks the football. Now here the verb kicks is a transitive verb because the football is an object. If the verb is transitive, we can change the sentence into passive voice. Where to use active voice? Active voice is used when the doer or agent of the action is important. For example, the chief minister announced a compensation of rupees 2 lakh. Now in this example, the agent of the action, the chief minister, is important. Where to use passive voice? Passive voice is used when the action is important. Look at the example. A compensation of rupees 2 lakh was announced by the chief minister. Now here action of announcement is important and not the agent of the action is important. Passive voice sentence structure is possible in 8 tenses only. Now see the given table. The table shows tense and passive voice structure. Simple present tense passive voice structure is am is are plus past participle. Simple past tense was or were plus past participle. Simple future tense shall be or will be plus past participle. Present continuous tense passive voice structure am or is or are plus being plus past participle. Past continuous tense was or were plus being plus past participle. Present perfect tense passive voice structure shall or has plus been plus past participle. Past perfect tense had plus been plus past participle. Future perfect tense shall have or will have plus been plus past participle. Now we will learn examples in these tenses. Simple present tense active voice. Mohan writes a poem. Now in this example, Mohan is subject, writes is verb, and a poem is an object. Now object becomes subject. A poem. Now a poem is third person singular number, so we use helping verb is. Now use past participle of write. Past participle is written. And at last mention the agent of the action. Your answer will be a poem is written by Mohan. Simple past tense. Mohan wrote a poem. Here Mohan subject, wrote verb, a poem object. Passive voice, a poem was written by Mohan. Simple future tense. Active voice, Mohan will write a poem. Now it's passive voice, a poem will be written by Mohan. Present continuous tense. Passive voice structure, am or is or are plus being plus past participle. Active voice, Mohan is writing a poem. Now it's passive voice, a poem is being written by Mohan. Past continuous tense, was or were plus being plus past participle. Active voice, Mohan was writing a poem. Passive voice, a poem was being written by Mohan. Present perfect tense. Passive voice structure, have or has plus been plus past participle. Active voice, Mohan has written a poem. Passive voice, a poem has been written by Mohan. Past perfect tense. Passive voice structure, had plus been plus past participle. Active voice, Mohan had written a poem. Passive voice, a poem had been written by Mohan. Future perfect tense. Passive voice structure, shall have or will have plus been plus past participle. Mohan will have written a poem. Now it's passive voice, a poem will have been written by Mohan. Now in this way, we may change sentences from active to passive voice in these 8 tenses only. In remaining 4 tenses, passive voice is not possible. Some examples for practice. Change the voice. We saw progress. Now at first, think about voice of the sentence. In this sentence, there is no form of to be and there is no past participle. So the given sentence is in active voice and its tense is simple past tense. Now while making passive voice, object becomes subject. Progress. Now helping verb, we use was. Then use past participle of see. See is verb base form, saw is past form and seen is past participle. So we say progress was seen by us. They have discovered my guilt. Now in this sentence, they subject have discovered verb, my guilt object. Now object becomes subject. My guilt has been discovered by them. This is sentence in passive voice. His wife will call several doctors. Now here simple future tense is used. Now it's passive voice. Several doctors will be called by his wife. Sentences with 2 objects. A transitive verb is sometimes followed by 2 objects. In such cases, the sentence may have 2 passive forms. For example, the government offered him a jeep. Now here the government, this part is subject. Offered verb, him indirect object and a jeep is direct object. Usually a living being is indirect object. Now it's passive voice. He was offered a jeep by the government. Again, by making direct object subject of the sentence, we may say a jeep was offered to him by the government. In this way, there are 2 possible answers in passive voice. Assertive sentences with object complement. Look at the example. They elected him young scientist of the year. Now here they subject, elected, verb, him, object, young scientist of the year. This part is object complement. Now it's passive voice. He was elected young scientist of the year. Now imperative sentences and their passive voice. Sentences showing request, advice, suggestion, command, etc. are called imperative sentences. Such sentences can be changed into passive voice. See the passive voice structure. Let plus object plus be plus past participle. Now see the examples. Close the window. Now in this example, the window is an object. So its passive voice will be let the window be closed. Look at another example. Do it. Now here it is an object. Passive voice, let it be done. Imperative sentences without object. Passive voice structure are plus past participle. Example, work hard. Now it's passive voice, you are advised to work hard. Now are and advised. Here we see form of to be and past participle. We may use another word too. For example, you are ordered to work hard. You are suggested to work hard. In this way. Now see another example. Do not drive fast. Now passive voice, you are suggested not to drive fast. Passive voice of interrogative sentences. All questions in active voice can be changed into passive voice, but questions are rarely asked in passive voice. Look at example. Do you speak Hindi? At first, write the sentence in assertive form. You speak Hindi. Change the voice of the assertive sentence. Its passive voice is Hindi is spoken by you. Now change the passive voice sentence into interrogative form. Your answer will be, is Hindi spoken by you? Now in active voice, do you speak Hindi? Passive voice, is Hindi spoken by you? Now see another example. Why did you kill the snake? Again, change the sentence in assertive form. You killed the snake. Its passive voice, the snake was killed by you. Now write passive voice sentence into interrogative form by adding WH word why. And your answer, why was the snake killed by you? Now this is an exercise on active and passive voice. Pause the video and change the voice of the given sentences. Check your answers with the help of given answer key. Thank you for watching.